about to have unprotected sex?
God?
But you're not ready to start a family.
No, fam.
Yes, FAM. Fertility Awareness Method.
Fam? What?
Fertility Awareness Method, a behavioral form of contraceptive that involves tracking, charting, and being mindful of the times when a woman is most fertile or ovulating.
So like a fertility window, a time in my cycle when I'm most likely to get pregnant?
Exactly.
But how do we keep track of that?
In a number of ways. There's the calendar or rhythm method, the cervical mucus method, the basal body temperature method, and the symptothermal method.
And these methods are natural, right? Because we've been taught that certain forms of contraception are immoral.
FAM is absolutely natural and is endorsed by many Christian associations, but FAM is not exclusive to Christians.
It's not?
Yes, any female can use this method as long as she has regular menstrual cycles, has not previously taken any hormone-altering contraceptives, and is also able to keep careful records. It's very cheap and accessible. It costs as little as a calendar. Plus, she can quit any time.
But we don't have a calendar.
Thanks, God. What method should we learn about first?
How about the calendar method?
Excellent choice. The calendar method involves keeping a record of the length of each menstrual cycle and doing some simple math to predict when a woman is most fertile. To predict the first day, a woman must take the shortest cycle from the year and subtract 18 days from that. With that number in mind, count from day 1 of her current cycle. That is the beginning of her fertility window. To predict the last day of ovulation, a woman needs to take the longest cycle and subtract 11. Again, starting on the first day, count that number of days and mark it as the last day. Any time between these 2 days is a bad time to have unprotected sex.
Look, you're fertile.
And to think we were about to have unprotected sex.
Well, since we're both too lazy to go down to the health center and get a condom, what are some other methods we can use?
Let me tell you about the cervical mucus method. This involves charting the color and consistency of cervical mucus. Often when a woman is ovulating, the cervix will produce a clear, slippery mucus.
How do you check that, fam?
One way to check that is to wipe the vaginal opening before urination and observe the state of the mucus. Another way is to take clean fingers and put them in the vagina. Afterward, make note of the color and consistency of the mucus on your fingers. But if that's not your cup of tea, you can use the basal body temperature method. This requires the woman to take her body temperature every morning and graph the results. The body temperature rises when ovulation occurs. Alternatively, the symptothermal method involves a combination of previously mentioned methods combined with tracking other physical signs of ovulation.
Wow, so many choices. Fam?
And it's practically free. It's almost too good to be true, fam.
I'll admit, this method does have its downfalls.
Like what?
Well, this method offers no protection from STIs and may not be as effective if a woman suffers from an STI. It is also not as effective for a woman with irregular periods.
So, how effective is FAM?
Typically, 24 out of 100 couples using FAM will end up pregnant. But if FAM is used perfectly, only 1 to 9 of 100 couples will end up pregnant.
Good to know. So, should we give FAM a try?
I think so.
Awesome, but I'm still fertile today, so we're gonna have to wait.
So we wait.